What's going on, everyone? We are back as the Good Boys podcast. We are almost to episode 20 already, Tyler. We're almost to 20 episodes. I think this is around 19, maybe 18, but we're almost to 20.
Almost to 20.
Is this crazy to you that we're already almost to 20?
No, but I like it. I'm happy that we're almost at 20.
You know what
I think
I
it's
don't
pretty
like
cool.
right now?
Walmart?
Yeah. So,
not because of shooting things.
No.
Like anything like
I mean, that
No.
could be something
Yeah,
that we've already talked about.
but this is something me and Zach encountered not too long ago. Like,
not before,
as of
just
this...
until we finished. Like, we were about to start filming, and then Tyler's brother comes in and says, yo, they have Gears 5 out. What?
Yeah, so he was there at 2 a.m. getting, like...
Supplies to move out. Or
yeah, like, basically, like, soap, laundry detergent, like shit.
Basic stuff he needs.
Basic shit, and then he went over to the gaming section.
And you guys know
content.
Carlos, of course. Yeah. He's always on here.
My brother. So he goes over and Gears 5 is out. He's like, what the hell? Is like, what is this? Like, what's going on? He's like, he tells me that he finds someone, and he's like, do you see what the problem is here? He's like, yeah. He's like, this isn't supposed to be out till like 8 more days.
It's probably been out for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so the employee's like, yeah, I see the problem. He's like, and so my brother's like, can I get it? And he's like, well, I can't say no. It's out there. And so he's like, all right, go find the keys. And like, long story short,
he couldn't find the keys.
Find the keys. So he's like, don't worry about it. It's 2 a.m. Like, I'm not gonna do this to you. It's like, so he leaves. Tells Zach, and so Zach.
Being the biggest Gears of War fan right there.
Yeah. And so he we gotta go check it out. And
we get there. We're looking. Don't see it at first. See Destiny at first. Almost buy that, but guess what? Door's broken. How the fuck your door broken? I'm trying to spend money.
Yeah.
And you're refusing me money. So whatever. Door broken. And I mean, here's the thing. I work in retail. I know, like, this guy's probably stressing out.
Yeah.
Door's not broken. You can't make a sale. So I get it. I didn't put up a big issue with this.
Yeah.
But Walmart, you got some issues right here. So then I find Gears 5. And I'm like, oh, well, can I get that too?
Yeah.
Guy goes to scan it. Says it can't be sold yet because it's not released yet. And
well,
Tyler says...
I'm like, why is it on your shelf then?
Yes. So after we are done filming this, as I'm driving home, I'm going to go see. If it is still out, I'm making a stink about it because I want that game.
Well, yeah, and
that's not fair that it is still out. I've already said I've tried to buy it once, said I couldn't, but now it's still out.
Yeah,
there's an issue. Ring me up for something else. I'll give you cash.
Yeah, just keep the change.
Like,
here's $70. Keep the change because I know this game is with taxes probably like
$85, 90 something. Well, that's a special edition.
Oh, it's a special edition?
Yeah, because
it
doesn't come out till next week.
Gotcha.
But that's the special edition with the Steelbook, which comes out a couple days early.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
And here's the thing. I mean, it's not the biggest thing. Like, I just don't want to wait. Like, I just want to play the game already.
Yeah.
I have the next 3 days off, and I want to play it.
Yeah,
and
but just don't have it on your shelf.
Well, and that's my biggest thing. So, when I go back, this is my plan, Tyler. And if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know if I find it, because I'm definitely going to post it.
Yeah.
This is my plan. I'm going to forge the truth a bit. I'm going to go in. I'm going to pull some Wolf of Wall Street on this.
Okay.
Just extreme the truth a bit.
Right.
My friend came in at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was able to buy a copy. Why was he able to buy a copy, but I wasn't? They said I wasn't allowed. I wasn't going to put up an argument because I work in retail. I came back to buy something else to see maybe if the door was fixed so I could buy Destiny 2. Oh, it's not fixed, but Gears 5 is still there. I want to buy that now. That is not fair that it is still there. My friend bought one. A little bit of a truth scratch.
Yeah,
my friend tried to buy it.
But at the same time, why is no one taking the shit back?
Out, yes.
Just put it out when it needs to be put out. Don't have
There's only 3 of them. There's 3 copies. Pick it up. Go put it in a safe. You know what I mean?
Just,
You know what I'd feel even more bad? If those were pre-ordered copies. Probably are.
Who knows? But it's not my fault that you guys have to put this on a glass shelf for everybody to see and advertise when I can't pay for it.
And that's
just
the thing. It's not like it's hiding. It's
in
clearly
plain
out.
sight.
Like, and the guy didn't say anything when he pulled it out of the case. He's like, I think at first he was like, "This is out already." You know what I mean? Like, I think
who knows?
But I'm wondering if Carlos actually tried to buy it last night, if they would have let him. I think they would have. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. What are you gonna do? Like, there's probably like one manager. This is what you do. In retail, the customer is always right. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's the truth. And you know what, though? I've been to stores where they said that I couldn't buy a product before, and you know what they do?
You find a way because you don't have it so go away. I understand.
So
Walmart's
one time I was at
$1
GameStop,
company,
and I wanted to buy a Funko Pop really, really badly. It was out on the shelf. And you know what they told me? They said, oh, well, it's not in the system yet. But you know what? Like, that's our fault. And this isn't like the normal GameStop I go to all the time. So like
Yeah.
they don't know me. So what they did was they typed in a department, a style, and the same price that it would have been. Because every store, and I know this because my store does this, every store has a genuine coding that you can just type in that's just like for stuff that for some reason can't be purchasable. Every store has it.
Yeah.
And GameStop has it. My store has it.
Every store
and
has it for stuff
I guarantee
like this.
Walmart has it. And I guarantee if we would have pushed a bit, the guy probably would have let us just buy it.
Sure.
But we don't want to be a dick. We want
Because
to film this podcast.
because we both
done it.
And we both work in retail and we understand what it's like. But at the same time, if you go back and it's still out, that's not my fault.
Yeah.
This is your management fault or anybody else that
Yeah.
works here. Why is this not getting relayed? That this needs to be taken off the shelf.
So there's issues on that. That's our little Walmart rant. But continue with the show just so everyone knows. Of course, we're going to be talking about Dave Chappelle stand-up, D23, new shows coming in, including The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Which I'm super excited.
Really
It
cool.
looks super good.
I'm going to discuss Dark Ray with you because I want to discuss my theories because I never made a video on it. So this is kind of the cool thing. But this podcast, in a sense, we talk about everything.
Yeah.
Walmart, life, social issues,
just what
nerd
happened
stuff,
to us.
just in general this is kind of the world according to Tyler and Zach in a sense.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're going to talk about Breaking Bad because the movie trailer came out and it officially got a date. We're going to talk about the PS5 rendering, the ninja signs with Adidas, and our main topic, of course, will be Joker reactions and what other comic book characters should get the R-rated treatment. This is going to be exciting. This is going to be fun. And, of course, we do have some viewer questions as well. So if you have any viewer questions, make sure to comment down below. But before we get any further, we got to shout out the Patreons because the Patreons are what help us out. So thank you to Alex Kalmstad, Andy Funk, Ashley Pichelle, Donnie Newber, Jerem Williams, Justin Watches Movies, Mary Lou, Rachel Wagner, Rosa Parra, and Sandwich Don Films. Thank you guys so much for watching. And in general, just helping us out. And if you guys want to get a shout out, go over to the Patreon down below. You guys can hit it down there. There's different tiers. You guys get different perks. And eventually, when we get to 15 Patreon members, right now we're at 10. Once we get to 15, then you guys will be put into giveaways. And you'll also be suggest topics and all sorts of stuff like that. So keep in mind for that. So I watched Dave Chappelle's new stand-up.
I have not. I listened a little bit of what my brother was watching.
I mean, it's really fun.
It's funny.
And here's the thing. When it comes to comedy is always subjective. And if you're someone who gets offended pretty easily, you shouldn't watch this. And that's my thing. It has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. And I think the people there's only like 4 reviewers on it. The thing with it is that those people who watched it clearly watched it. And like anyone who watched
didn't
Dave
understand
Chappelle,
the joke.
Well, that's the thing. And you're also, if you know who Dave Chappelle is, you know you're gonna get offended. I get offended, but I laugh.
Yeah, because you know it's a joke.
Like, and I thought this was one of the funniest, and that's where it comes down to, is that people need to understand the difference, is that when it comes to comedy, obviously there's a barrier,
yeah,
I would say.
Absolutely.
There's obviously a barrier.
I would agree.
And comedy comes in flashes. Sometimes dead baby jokes were funny in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. That was a big thing. I'm not going to say they're hilarious, but that was a big prevalent thing, is that people were saying that. Raunchy humor, if you really look at comedies right now, almost every comedy that comes out in theaters is raunchy. Because that is what the clear thing is. 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't really that raunchy.
Yeah,
it was more
it's just
clever.
like a phase. Like,
you know what I mean? And it goes through phases like that. And Dave Chappelle has his own niche of humor. He's one of the best stand-up comedians, I would say. He's one of the best comedians in general.
He just found his own niche and just carved into it. He's kind of like another one of my, like, probably easily my all-time favorites is Tom Segura.
Yes.
Tom Segura is one of the fun, like, everything about him. We should actually talk about comedy, like what makes comedy good.
That would be a good, and you know what?
George
would be great to do that is one that, because I was going to bring this up. Eddie Murphy's coming back to stand up, and he's going to be getting Netflix special. $70 million is how much he's getting paid for one stand up. Well, Dave Chappelle got 60 for this. But just Eddie Murphy coming back to stand up is going to be crazy, because if you've ever listened to Eddie Murphy stand up,
oh my god, it is so. You thought Dave Chappelle was bad?
Eddie Murphy's.
Oh my.
So that's my thing.
Goodness.
And you know what?
He's hilarious.
To play on the other side of this, I will say some people will say, well, why don't the comedians adapt to the new comedy? That's true. That is true. But that is their style. So this is my thing.
And it's also an
Does
art.
Eddie Murphy adapt? Or does he do the same thing? I don't think... No.
He doesn't
do you think
to.
he will? That's what I'm asking
you.
I think he will. He's obviously not going to be as bad.
There's no way he can't be.
He can't
be. If you looked at...
it's pretty bad. But it's hilarious.
What's his first stand up?
The Raw one. I don't remember what it's
yeah. I can't remember if it's his first one, but like the Raw one.
That was the one that seriously dropped the mark.
But it's so funny. It's so raunchy.
Yeah. Well, he also has that Netflix movie coming out this year called Dolomite, which looks hilarious. Yeah. And it's premiering actually this week at TIFF. Lots of movies premiering at TIFF. I wish I could have gone.
But back to your question, do I think he'll change with time?
I think he's gonna adapt a bit.
Yes, but I just hope the only thing I hope he does is he just brings like why people love Eddie Murphy.
It's his presence. That's what's so because the guy hasn't had a hit in a while, and you know people will be like, "What about Shrek?" Shrek's different. I'm talking about a live action or a comedy special or stand up in general. The guy's been off the mark. He has not really been done much. And for me, I hope this kicks him back in overdrive, especially with Dolomite, especially this. I want these comedians to come back and have a hit. Adam Sandler, what was the last big movie the guy did? Yeah. I mean, he has an Oscar movie coming out this year called Uncut Gems, which I'm so excited for. He probably won't get nominated just because that's what happened to their last film, Good Times, which Robert Pattinson should have won. If you guys haven't seen Good Times, he should have fucking won that year. Wasn't even nominated. But that's just the Oscars. It's a very small film. It's not going to get nominated. But for me, I'm excited. I think comedians can go to the darkest of places. And then also, Coming to America 2 is coming out next year with Eddie Murphy again, with the original crew and cast all coming back. That's awesome. I think Eddie Murphy is one of the most hilarious comedians ever as well. I would say
he's definitely up there with like Hall of Fame.
When it comes to comedy, like when it comes to comedians and actors, kind of all in that same route. Yeah. I'd say the top 5, it'd probably go Eddie Murphy, Robin Williams. Who else would you throw in there?
I would have to make a list, honestly.
Dave Chappelle's probably up there. Kevin Hart's pretty funny too.
I wouldn't put Kevin Hart up.
You wouldn't?
There. I would not. But you know it's gonna be a little bit controversial, but Kevin Hart is a pop comedian. I feel like, like he's not like anybody that doesn't really understand what I'm saying. Like, tell me like the newest like content like he's done or like the original like because pretty much like all of his stand-ups now are like of the same jokes. Like he has like this, he hasn't really like changed up and done something different. I don't like that. That's not funny to me. Am I probably on like the bottom list or like on the bottom minority of like people that can agree with that? Yeah, probably. Like I don't think a lot of people can agree with that, but that's just my opinion. I don't think Kevin Hart's that funny anymore.
Yeah, I like him in his movies. He was in
Jumanji. He was funny in Jumanji.
Oh my god, dude! I'm so excited for the new one this year.
Like, see, Kevin Hart's more of like an actor, like comedic actor.
Now he is.
Yeah.
But you know, I love stand up, and you know what? I went to a stand up show in San Diego.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Oh, dude, Cedric's funny.
Like, there's so many.
Well, so I went to a stand up comedy show, which is one of the critics I like watching. Is doing stand up more now, and it was hilarious. And for me, I appreciate stand-up so much. Like, I would love to try it. I don't know if I could fucking do it.
Yeah.
But I think if you put your mind to anything, you can do it.
Yeah, especially when you realize that there's so much to comedy and making, like, a joke work and, like, making...
It's your presence, too. I think presence is the biggest thing.
Yeah, well, like...
Because if you're awkward on stage, you could be telling the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Well, yeah, sure, you have to be comfortable. But also,
I would say this, you can make anything funny.
Yeah, but you can. But, like, I told George, because he wants to get into it, I'm like, it's all about the small details and like letting a joke hang so like it can let it set in and then come back with like a punch to like wrap it up. Like there's so much with
and it's more than just like for me if I was to do stand up I'd probably tell stories. 100% I'd have to be a storyteller.
I'd have to
because I love telling stories. I'm not the one that's like, hey, you hear about never mind, the thing I was about to say was pretty fucked up.
Like hear about this and then like make a joke out of it. Yeah, I'd have like story. People love also stories too. That's like they can laugh off
Story
of like
time.
your off of like
relatability is another big thing.
Yeah,
and that's something, and that's why I like Dave Chappelle so much is because he talks about the Jussie Smollett stuff, and it is the most. It was probably my favorite thing he said throughout the whole like his whole thing. It is hilarious.
Yeah,
because you just have to watch it. I don't want to spoil it, but definitely go check it out.
Like, just like going forward, always like try to express this to people. It's a joke. He doesn't mean it. Yeah. It's just a joke.
And if you feel like you get offended, then it's not for you.
Yeah, don't watch it. Don't click on it and don't bash it.
Yeah, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Don't review it.
You have 100% control of what you get to choose.
I understand people's perspective. They might be like, well, he needs to adapt. I get that. But that's his thing. He doesn't want to adapt.
He doesn't want
so he doesn't have to.
It's his
So,
own art and his own thing.
It's his own thing. So, let's talk about the Breaking Bad movie next.
I have not heard about this.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you everything. So Breaking Bad is my favorite show of all time.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't think anything will ever surpass this. So earlier this year they announced officially that because there's been talks, but nothing official.
Yeah.
Vince Gilligan, the guy who wrote and directed the whole series, well, didn't direct, but he wrote the whole series. He came out and said, we are doing a Breaking Bad movie that takes place directly after Breaking Bad's finale. Which, did you watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so spoilers
Of course
if you
I did,
have
come on.
a little bit of spoilers.
Had to.
I have to make sure.
Had to.
Spoilers for a little bit of Breaking Bad. I'm not going to get super into everything, but just like the main of what the story's about. Yeah. So, be warned. It's pretty much just talking about where Jesse's going. Where did Jesse go? And the movie's called the El Camino, which is the car he drove away in.
Oh, wait, I did hear about that.
And do you know what El Camino means in Spanish?
I can't remember what.
The way. So it's coming out on Netflix exclusively on October 11th. And it's going to be rated R, which I assume. Yeah. Breaking Bad pretty much is a rated R show. If you watch it on Netflix, there's a lot of cussing and titties in it. The thing about this is, so I've been so excited about this. But so they just announced it. The week of D23, how everyone's saying Disney Plus is going to take over Netflix, yada, yada, yada. The day that Disney Plus, or Disney, D23, the day like they're announcing all their new movies, the second it ends, Netflix drops the trailer for El Camino. Release date and everything.
Wait, repeat that for me one more
time. So, D23 is like Disney's
Comic-Con. Yeah.
And so, Disney Plus was the day before, and then the day that they dropped this trailer was the day that they're showing off all their new movies. And so, literally right after it ended, they dropped the trailer. Like, come on, you're going to tell me that wasn't a strategic planning?
No, that is. I mean, this is like, I
so
told
all
you.
the attention went straight to that movie.
I told you, like,
this
is exactly.
But,
this is the streaming wars right now.
I am so excited because this movie. So the trailer is just a tease. I don't want to see any more, and it's just Skinny Pete, and he's being questioned. They're like, "Where's Jesse Pinkman?"
Yeah,
and he's like, "Why would I tell you guys? Those meth guys had him in a cage making meth, and you guys just want to take him and put him back in a cage. I'm not telling you." And then it just ends.
Damn.
And it tells you October 11th, the El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie.
Wow.
So pumped for this. So I've been rewatching the show now just to get ready, and of course I'm planning on maybe reviewing either the whole series or every season, and also ranking every season.
Jeez.
So I was worried. So this was last week. The second this got announced, I went home and started watching it. I'm on season 4.
Jeez.
It's been 5 days.
Damn, Zach.
Dude, I've constantly been watching, and I was so nervous about not finishing the show in time. I'm almost done. It is still the best show ever made. And watching it, I think this is my third rewatch. So many things I'm picking up now. Subtle things.
Oh, so yeah, you have to think about when you first
Jane
watched
and
it.
Jesse are doing the heroin.
Yeah.
And she tucks the towel behind him.
Yeah.
The scene before that, Walt is tucking a towel behind his baby. On so she doesn't throw up.
Oh,
and it's subtle shit like that I'm like, this is so fucking clever. And it's not like it's apparent. It's a couple scenes later and then it happens. I'm like, oh my god, that's fucking brilliant. It is literally the smart. And dude, you know what one of my favorite moments is in that whole show? Not just Gus. Gus is one of the best characters ever written. Mike is one of the best. Every character in here. And you know what? I used to always hate Skyler. Still don't like Skyler. She's such a layered out character as a wife. Her husband's fucking lying to her. I would be pissed too.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Marie and Hank. Every character in here is so cleverly written.
Yeah.
And do you know Jesse was supposed to be written out by episode 9, but they loved Aaron Paul's performance so much that they kept him on board.
I'm so happy about that.
Same. And he's one of the best characters. I mean, really, every single person.
Jesse is probably one of my favorite characters in TV history.
Same. Dude.
There's something about you hate him, but you love him so much.
Gus is one of my favorite villains of all time.
Yeah.
I would go as far to say, also, Walter White's kind of a villain as well.
Walter White he's an anti-hero for sure.
In a sense. He does some shit that's pretty fucked up.
But he does it all for his family.
And that's the thing.
That he's an anti-hero. He's just strictly trying to do what he needs to do.
One of my favorite things is the 2 assassin twins.
Oh, yeah.
And
those were
when
badass.
they want Walter White, but Gus says, you get Hank Schrader. And they go and attack him in the parking lot. That is one of the most... Even though I know the result of it, rewatching it, I'm like, oh my god, this is so intense.
Yeah.
Especially when they're dragging the axe and Hank's just trying to put the bullet back in. Oh, literally the best show. And I have to say, if you are not watching Better Call Saul, That Better
yeah,
Call
Better
Saul
Call.
enhances Breaking Bad now.
Yeah.
Because the second Saul comes in the picture, I'm like, I care so much more about Saul now because I
Mm-hmm.
know all of his backstory.
Yeah.
I know the 4 seasons previous, and I think the new season heading into right now is finally going to be his evolution into Saul. Because the last season was kind of getting there, but he's not Saul yet. This next season, I think he's finally going to establish him as Saul. And it's kind of putting in the players. Gus is in the show. Mike is one of the main characters. Huel, the big black guy
yeah.
who's awesome, is also in the show now. It's so smart. Tuco's in the show for a little bit. So well. I cannot say enough. If you have not watched Breaking Bad, please watch it. But this movie I'm so excited for. And I have a feeling we're going to see Heisenberg again. We're going to see Jane. We're going to see everyone. At least the prevalent ones to his life. I think Jane, and we're going to see Walter White.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be visions. The only thing I wonder, and this is the only thing that nervouses me about this movie, is if it's not good. Because then it diminishes the show for me. Because this is like the epilogue in a sense to the show. As Better Call Saul is the prequel to Breaking Bad, this is the epilogue.
But it doesn't really, even if Better Call Saul was to be bad, I don't think that it should affect like the quality of what Breaking Bad is. But this, yes, it does.
Because
and
it's directly tied. Like,
exactly.
Even though Better Call Saul is directly tied into it, and Better Call Saul again, I would probably argue if Breaking Bad's all the way up here, Better Call Saul's like right here.
Yeah.
Like right next to it.
So like that's like my reason why like when you ask me like are you like an example when they announced or like when rumors were going on about A Last of Us 2 being made. And why I said I don't want it to be made and I'm not excited for it. I am now, but I'm still wary about it because when you have something so good and you love it so much, creating something after it is such a sketchy thing because it can diminish exactly what you
When
love.
it comes to certain creators, I look at them and say, I don't think they would make this project if it wasn't good.
Yeah.
This is one of those things too. I don't believe this guy would have came back to make the movie if it wasn't good. Because here's the thing. If they were going to make this movie, they would have made it 5 years ago when the show ended.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul, they waited like 2 years to make. And I remember that show was originally supposed to be a 30-minute sitcom, and they changed it to a drama, which is the smartest thing you probably could have fucking done. It should not have been a 30-minute comedy. So that's my thing now. That's the same thing going on with this. I'm trusting in them because it has to be good.
Yeah. And hopefully Netflix...
And same thing with Last of Us Part 2. I don't believe they would have waited almost 10 years now to have... Do you know it's almost 10 years since Last of Us came out? Almost.
Jesus Christ.
The remaster came out 5 years ago. That's my thing. They wouldn't... I don't think they would be making another Last of Us. Especially with Joel and Ellie.
Yeah.
If it wasn't good. There's certain... I mean, that's when I come to...
I mean, I'm not saying that's not... Like, it's not good to take a risk. It's just more of, like, the reasons why I'm, like... I'm always iffy about...
Well, and I get that. I get that. It's kind of like Death Stranding. No handcuffs. Oh, fuck. What's going to go on here? But I'm really excited about this movie. I'm sure you're excited, too.
Yeah.
And probably, I think the week it's coming up, we're probably going to have I want to do a podcast talking about just Breaking Bad in general. And, like, because for people who don't know, that's actually what super got me in the film. Was Breaking Bad. The subtle stuff in there. The colorizing stuff. Because for people who don't know colors, like, most movies use colors to their advantage to explore a character more. Yeah. And all the characters in Breaking Bad wear certain colors throughout the whole show. Marie wears purple. That purple symbolizes something. Yeah. It's and not just also, because she's fucking wearing purple.
Yeah, and it can all colors about, like, doing different tints on the lenses can make you feel a different way.
And that's the thing.
So many small things.
If you want to believe in a lot of this, read the Great Gatsby book and look up the coloring in there. Yeah. Every single thing in there about colors makes a lot of sense. So, that was a lot, man. Breaking Bad.
Yeah, you went on a fucking rant about Breaking Bad.
It's so good though.
It is a good movie.
Like what would be your 3 favorite shows of all time? I'd say Breaking Bad for me, The Leftovers, and Chuck are personally my 3 favorite, and then Community might be coming in number 4. It's a tough question. Breaking Bad has to be up there, right?
Yeah.
Game of Thrones? Even if the last few seasons weren't the best? I think the 4th season of Game of Thrones is one of the best seasons of television ever.
I agree, but again, because of like that I couldn't put it on there as my top.
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy it still, nonetheless. But yeah, I couldn't put it on my list because of those last few seasons because I can't. It's not
that's
genuine.
How I feel. It's in my top 15 probably.
Yeah, it's not genuine for me to say it's on my top 5 or 3 list. Despite me not liking those last few seasons, that's not me being honest because that's a one whole cohesive show. So definitely Breaking Bad. I really enjoy American Horror Story.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm really excited for this new season though.
I am too. It's like
I hope it hooks me back because I have not finished the season since Roanoke, and even before that, I'd still not finished the other ones.
Yeah, like
it takes a lot for me to, and you know what? I usually put like 5 episodes in, and I'm like, I'm done.
The thing with me in American Horror Story is that I just kind of like messed up, creepy things like that.
Because you're a messed up human being, JK.
I mean, we all kind of have like...
We are all crazy somewhere, which we'll talk about later.
We're all mad here.
Why so serious?
Yeah, so even though I did not thoroughly enjoy all of the last few seasons, I did enjoy them nonetheless because...
What's your favorite American Horror Story season?
Kevin.
Really?
Yeah.
See, personally, Covenant lost me by the last 3 episodes.
The witch one?
Yeah, I was so pissed at it by the last 4.
I liked it. But I also love that
Did you watch the Apocalypse one?
Yes.
Was it good? Because I watched the first 2 and I dug it, but I know it ties in between 1 and Covenant. So I never finished it. Was it good? Because I'll go back and watch it if it's good.
I'm a little bit biased, honestly, on this because, like I said, I like this kind of like dark, messed up stuff.
Because these are the ones I've actually finished. I finished The House. Love The House.
Oh yeah, The House. The first one was what
Asylum,
got everybody.
Really good. I didn't
really care for Asylum. It was too.
I thought it was too much. They started throwing too much stuff. Aliens.
Yeah, then religion and stuff like
Covenant
that.
Covenant was good until the last few. I still finished it, but I didn't mind it. I hated the Freak Show one. But after they killed the clown, done. I was out of it.
I was still interested because of how each character was kind of strange.
I hated how it. What was 5? 5 was the hotel. Didn't finish that one.
The hotel was probably. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
The hotel.
The hotel one honestly might be tied with Covenant.
Really? I never watched it because I was so pissed at 4.
Dude,
so I should go watch that one.
Hotel is like it's.
I'll watch it. I trust your judgment.
Hotel is.
Do you think I would like it?
I think you would too.
Okay. I'll watch it because I do want to binge them all. Yeah. I do want to binge them all.
Hotel is like it's really cool because like some people didn't like it because Lady Gaga was in there. Mm-hmm. She's an actor. She's just there. She's just acting. She's playing a character. Whatever.
What would be a good thing? I'm gonna binge them. And I can probably do it by October maybe. That's a lot. Fuck.
They're only 30-minute episodes, right?
No, they're an hour.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
So I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna binge the seasons I haven't done. And you know what we should do? We should do a straight episode where we rank them all.
I'm down for that.
And you actually have to rank them. It can't be like, maybe
no. Yeah. No, I can absolutely do that.
Yeah, I'd be so for that because I think that'd be a fun October kind of thing.
The reason why you would like Hotel so much is because it's kind of like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Ooh, really?
Where like you think it's one thing, and as you just watch it, so many other storylines branch out. You have like this guy that was
and Lady Gaga is the main character, right? Kind of. She's one of them.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the main characters, and like her storyline and what she is really cool. There's a few things in there that.
See, then I got into Roanoke. Did you watch Roanoke?
Roanoke was okay.
You know what's funny? I liked how it's shorter. It was like only 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah.
Love the first half. I didn't love what they did the back half. How they sent them back. Like it's cool because it has a smart allegory to like Hollywood and stuff. Actually, I didn't mind when they sent him back. It's how they executed the rest of it. I'm in the minority. I actually really like Roanoke. I know a lot of people didn't, but I liked it. The next one was Cult. I watched the first 3. I dug it, but then I got busy and I stopped finishing it.
I liked Cult because I believe that was the one where it was kind of like The Purge a little bit.
Yeah, the only thing is, though, I hate when shows get a little bit too political.
Yeah.
Because I want to escape I don't want to.
But you also have to remember that was the season where Trump just got elected. I believe.
And obviously that's. Why
and so like that's also like kind of like the reason why I kind of enjoyed it. It was like kind of like a culty, Purge kind of movie or
so
show.
Then the next one after that would be this one, right?
I believe so.
The slasher one, which
it
really, you know, what they
it
need
seems
to do for the
super
season
like
to be good?
camper.
It seems
summer.
campy.
I love that.
So this is my thing. It can't go too serious.
It can't.
It has to be campy.
Yeah.
No pun intended. It has to be campy.
Yeah.
And it has to be just fun.
I don't want it.
And the kills gotta be brutal.
I don't want it to be too.
Do
comedy.
we know what the slasher guy looks like, or no?
I think it might have showed it in the preview, but
Okay, I don't want to know what it looks like.
I want it to be serious, where it's serious enough where it's pretty fucked up, because that's what I like. But
it also has to be fun enough to be.
Yeah,
it has to be different. It has to be like a Friday the 13th kind of.
Yeah,
tone.
it needs to be serious enough where it's messed up and it does like what.
I think it starts next week.
Some of them did it.
I'm
yeah.
excited for it. So,
but just give it. Take cues from like old campy movies. That's what it needs. Like, take those like oh my god, that's so classic. Like Freddy or Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
But keep
Who
it
is
serious.
your favorite slasher?
Oh fuck.
Just one. Just like your number one. That's you don't have to love all the movies.
Damn.
You just love the slasher. Because for me, my favorite slasher, I don't love his movies. It is Jason. I love Jason. But if I'm talking about movies wise, it's probably Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street.
I was gonna say, I can give you my top 3.
Okay.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Love Freddy Krueger. I love like his character and what like him as a villain does.
I agree.
Like someone that only lives in your dreams. Pretty fucking cool. Michael Myers. Like Halloween. Like
even though some of them are really bad,
they're super bad, but his mask and like just the kitchen
dude,
knife,
I loved his
so
new. I
iconic.
loved his new mask for the new one.
Yeah, and I'm excited they're making another one.
Two more.
Sorry.
Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends.
And Hellraiser.
Hellraiser's a good one. Pinhead.
Like the symbiote.
So you know what's funny? I've been rewatching the Rambo movies leading up to the new one.
Yes,
that first Rambo movie, that is a horror film.
Yeah.
He is a slasher in that film because he is. I mean, for good reason. He's killing these corrupt cops.
Yeah.
It is really brutal. That first one is. And I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, and obviously it changes into a total action film the next two, but it is a straight horror film in a sense, that first. A horror thriller.
And they're really gritty, too. Like,
you know
all
who
of them
else
are
I would
gritty.
say are, like, underrated little slashers? I would say the creature from It Follows. That's a slasher, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Like a modern-day slasher film, that's a modern-day. The Witch, Black Phillip, that's a horror icon, just waiting to come up.
Yeah, but that's
the most
so much.
underrated one.
But it's not original. He's saying.
It's not. But can I say?
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen,
Oops.
My
Still
bad.
watch the movie. Still
watch it.
I'm so excited for The Lighthouse this year. That guy's new film. Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah.
Did you see the one? Someone remade it with SpongeBob.
Jesus.
Like dude, it's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah. But I love Trick or Treat. I love Little Sam.
Oh, the Pumpkinhead.
The little pumpkin head,
that guy was
so
crazy.
cool. And that's such an underrated horror film, in my opinion. Trick or Treat. So
I love like Halloween.
How did we get to this topic?
Like that. I have no idea.
Oh, we're talking about Breaking Bad. This is what's so great about the Good Boys podcast. Is we go on tangents for minutes.
My bad, guys.
No, it's all good. That's the show. We want you guys to feel like you're sitting here discussing with us, and that's why we started this. I mean, because we'd sit there in a car
and we just
when we were supposed to leave like 30 minutes before, and we're sitting there talking about everything.
Whatever,
but talking about shows, let's jump into D23. All right, so they showed a lot of good stuff. So I want to save the world according to Jeff Goldblum for the end of this segment, just because I'm really excited for that. And I wasn't at first, but now I'm more excited about it seeing it in the trailer. So I'm gonna go over some of the shows they announced. Okay. High School Musical looks like shit.
Oh my! But that's playing. Oh my god! It's going to go crazy because think about so many people that are like, "Oh, High School Musical is my shit."
But
it's gonna be shit.
I know. It's not for me anymore.
It's not for me either.
You know what's funny?
So many people are like,
I might watch that first episode
just because,
just to try it.
I don't even know the theme song, but people get pissed off at. Oh my god! Shut up. People get pissed off at me, my own age group, because they grew up with that, and I just said,
you didn't, and that's fine.
And I didn't because I saw it, and my parents were like, "No, that shit is whack. You're not watching." I was like,
"I liked it.
Right,
I liked it." All right. So the next thing they also announced was Forky Ask a Question, which is a Toy Story spin-off show. Forky was the big standout of the new movie. So excited for this one. I wasn't there, so I can't speak on the footage, but hearing about the footage that they talked about, I love it. So, just gonna leave it there. That's probably my most, honestly, besides The Mandalorian, that's my most anticipated show coming out in November. And just for people,
Dude, I forgot it's coming out in November.
Yep, and you know what? I already have my account. I already have my account.
Did you really?
So what happened was at D23, people had a deal for $150 for 3 years. For 3 years at D23, I'm like, fuck, I want that deal. They decided to do, if you made a D23 account, this is already done, so you can't do it anymore. If you made a D23 account, they would send you the code to make that same deal. So I made a fucking free account and did it. $150 for 3 years. That is a steal.
That is a stupid steal. That's like $2
They're
a month.
little at this point.
Like $2 a month.
Literally, it's like $2 or $3, so it's totally worth it.
My math is completely wrong on that, but like
it's perfect.
It's
I mean,
stupid.
given it was $7 a month already, that's still a great deal.
You got
Like my friend gave me shit. He's like, "Why are you supporting Disney and giving that?" I'm like, "Because I want to watch The Mandalorian, and I'm also in this space. I need to watch these and review them."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
not only
Like,
that, but like why am I supporting it? Because I'm genuinely interested.
I am too.
I am.
And
a
they
fan.
announced that.
Why wouldn't I support? I understand
And
Disney
they were
has some
announcing
weird
shows
things.
on there. They announced Kim Possible is going to come there. That's cool. So you know what that gives me hope for? That American Dragon Jake Long is going to be on there eventually, and Lilo and Stitch, and Buzz Lightyear Star Command. That's the one I want.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that show.
That's the one I want. Is that show?
Yeah, so like think like anybody listening is like, I don't know what they could put on Disney to make it that much better. Completely forgot about all these shows.
It's those hidden shows that I can't watch anywhere now.
Yeah.
And apparently Proud Family's coming back. And the Lizzie McGuire show is coming back. Like her as a 30-year-old.
It's cool that they're bringing back all these like non-original shows, but at the same time I do want original, but at the same time again, it's pretty fucking cool that they're bringing. Yeah. But it's all of the shows I completely forgot. I forgot about
and they do have a cool documentary show coming out, which is about the people who work at Disneyland.
That was my shit as a kid.
Same. So I'm excited about that. Star Wars Clone Wars is coming back for a final season on there. All the seasons are going to be on there. I'm excited to binge all those. But Marvel announced some new shows. So obviously we have WandaVision coming out. I'm so fucking excited about that. It's going to tie directly into Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, shit.
The next one, it's going to have... the next we got Winter Soldier and Falcon. That's gonna be cool. We have and then in Winter Soldier and Falcon, Jeff, I think his name Wyatt Russell is gonna be playing U.S. Agent, which is like a dark, like his suit's all black and red, and it's anti-Captain America. It's so cool. They're really diving into that. But besides all the shows they've already announced with like What If, which the animation looks really cool for that What If show. They announced 3 new ones. She-Hulk, pretty cool. Miss Marvel, pretty cool.
Awesome.
Moon Knight! Finally.
Yeah.
And they said all 3 of these characters will tie into the movies. They will be coming to the movies.
And this is why
Miss Marvel, I have a feeling, will probably end up in Captain Marvel eventually. Because she's kind of like Spider-Man, the same age. She-Hulk, I have a feeling Mark Ruffalo's Hulk will probably be in She-Hulk. And she's going to be a lawyer. That's what they're really doing. But Moon Knight, they said they are doubling down on his split personalities and on his Jewish heritage. So they are going to dive into that. And they said they are going to hire a Jewish actor. I looked at Jewish actors. Do you know what actor I think would be perfect to play this? Who is Jewish?
Huh?
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah.
Wasn't there rumors about him joining their...
There was a while ago. I think... I don't think it'll happen. But he would be perfect casting.
But it'd be if Shia LaBeouf can understand like what he has to do as an actor for this, and he does it well.
I just think it comes down to the point: will he sign on for that many movies and shows?
But just him as he hasn't done a good movie. Like the last movie I've seen was Transformers.
Okay, can I say something though? The last 6 years he's been doing independent films, and one of the ones this year is one of the best films I've seen.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah, I heard people say that's amazing.
And
but
Fury,
for me...
Fury, he was brilliant in.
Oh, that's right.
He was so
I take that back. So Fury is great.
So he's in a bunch of independent films. Transformers.
Yeah, I think he... Okay, so from my standpoint, I can't say enough on it. About him as an actor. All I'm saying is I hope he does it well if he gets chosen. I think he'd be good as an actor.
Personally, here's the thing. It's not going to happen. They're going to cast someone new, but I'm just going to go Moon Knight. And they did say we are going to go... It's going to be a little bit more edgy. It's going to be like The Mandalorian, kind of edgy, which is fine with me. Because Moon Knight, even though every Marvel character has been in an R-rated comic book before. Yeah. That's the truth. I don't think he needs to be rated R. It would benefit him. But the thing that I'm most excited about is them saying that he's going to tie into the whole Marvel universe. It's not just going to be on the show like how Daredevil and Punisher were. So that gives me hope because what if you know what I think they're going to do with Phase 5?
And this is why I'm like,
yeah.
Netflix, you better start doing stuff quick.
So Phase 4 for me, for this Marvel universe, they're just going to start introducing a bunch of new things. That includes the shows and the movies.
Well, that's
all these are
they're
Phase
having
4.
such a cohesive thing going on. Like Marvel / Disney is like, damn.
Yeah. Phase 5 though, I think we're going to get 3 teams. I think they're going to notice how Tony Stark wanted to put an armor around the world. Why do we only have one group of Avengers? Why don't we have groups of Avengers in different locations? One on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, one on this side of the world. And I have a feeling they're gonna. I have a feeling they're gonna form different things called the. There's one group called the Illuminati. There's one group called that's like all wizards.
Yeah, it's just all gonna be protectors.
And I think they're gonna. You know what I think they're gonna bring back? The Defenders, but in their universe. Cool and I think they're gonna bring in. And I actually have a feeling.
Yeah, then you have Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. So I actually do think they're gonna tie in the MCU Netflix shows. But do you know how I think they will? Different multiverse.
Yeah.
The same stuff happened in that universe, but not everything happened the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna get a different iteration of Daredevil.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be played by the same character. I'm excited.
It's gonna be cool.
Doctor Strange, that Multiverse of Madness. I think a lot of it hinges on that movie.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, D23 dude, Moon Knight. I think is you and me have been clamoring because for people who don't know who Moon Knight is, he's Batman. He's Batman for the Marvel universe.
Pretty much.
And badass as all hell.
Yeah, and also on the same topic of Marvel and superheroes, Sony and Spider-Man.
So you know what's funny? The last one we put up was what the fuck's going on at Disney, and that was about Fox.
Yeah,
that didn't even happen yet.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. They're both just being greedy. Disney's being greedy and Sony's being greedy. I've read so much. I've done so many videos on this. I've done like 4 videos on this damn thing.
I understand it from both sides.
I understand why Sony's saying no, and I understand why Disney's...
Because they want 50%. But I understand...
But the other thing is Disney's trying to put 50% of their money into it.
Yeah,
so it's a co-finance.
Yeah, but I also understand it from Marvel's. Why are you only going to take 100% of the profit and you're not going to give us anything?
Well, and that's the thing.
Like, I understand it from both sides.
Disney already had a good deal. The thing is... There's so many different rumors. Some people are saying that Disney asked for 30 and 70 and Sony said no. Some things are saying Sony came out and said we want 30-70, but Disney said no. No one knows the truth. We're never going to know the truth. I think by the end of the day, though, I think we will not hear anything on this but for a while, but he's going to come back. It's the same thing with the James Gunn situation. I never thought James Gunn would come back to do Guardians 3. Fucking year later, he's doing it.
Yeah.
So this is
they're gonna
Venom 2 comes out next year with a great director, with a great cinematographer. The guy who did all the cinematography for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is doing Venom 2.
Oh.
Woody Harrelson is going to be in it. Tom Hardy's going to be in it. And you have a great director, again, like I said, who's worked on a bunch of motion capture within Lord of the Rings. He was Gollum. He was freaking War of the Planet of the Apes. He was Caesar. And he's a really good director. I have a feeling Venom 2 is going to be vastly different than the first one.
I hope so.
And I like the first one.
I did like I watched it.
But the second one needs more energy to it. Did you know, though, that Sony filmed the scene with Tom Holland to put in Venom? That came out during this whole thing. And Disney said, "What are you doing?" Because he wasn't Spider-Man. He was just Tom Holland. He was just Spider-Man. Or he was just Peter Parker.
Yeah.
They said, "What are you doing? Take that out of your movie." Because it obviously wasn't the best movie. So what Disney wanted, though, also was they wanted control of Venom and all the spin-off films. And Sony said no. I think they're dumb for that. I think they should want those.
Well, they need to come up with, like...
do you know what I think is going to happen? I don't want this to happen. I praise to God this doesn't happen. They're going to shoo in Spider-Man into Venom 2. They're going to shoo him in. And it's going to be like... Because you didn't see the new Spider-Man, right?
I did.
You did? Oh, yeah. I forgot.
It's fantastic.
That cliffhanger, though.
Fucking fantastic.
You can't just go from Venom to that. You have to address it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. So I don't want to talk too much about it because we don't know.
Yeah.
All I hope is that they come to a conclusion because so much hinges on Spider-Man. And I know one of their statements said, "Well, it's okay if he's not in the MCU." What do you mean? Everything. He was posed as the next Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And same thing, Marvel. You need Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have all these characters, but here's the thing: you were setting him up to be your next big hero.
Yeah.
And how many times did we talk about this?
But at the same time, from a company standpoint, you got to make sure that you let all your shareholders and everybody that has any kind of investment in Marvel, let them know that we have shit under control.
And I think they do have. I mean, here's the thing: they could just totally skip it. They've done it with other movies before.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know what happened? But here's
happens.
the thing: you need to address it.
Yeah.
Or somehow,
they'll
because the thing
find a way
is
to address
we
it.
all knew. They were leading up to Norman Osborn. They were leading up to Sinister Six. Guaranteed they weren't just going to be Spider-Man villains. They were going to establish to the whole MCU.
Yeah.
So
they have a
that's a whole other thing. Well, also coming out of D23. Let's talk about the world according to Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
There are some movie stuff I want to talk about, but we'll talk about the show first since we're going about shows.
Yeah, for sure.
And or should we talk about Star Wars first?
Let's go with Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, so
because I am
you talk about this, okay? Because I've been talking about it for a little bit. So
yeah.
You talk about this show.
It looks like a Jeff Goldblum, his own personal twist on Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown.
I agree.
Which is a great thing because he's not like feeding off of like what did he do or rest in peace Anthony Bourdain, what did he do? He's literally just doing it according to him. He's just doing what he wants to do. And Jeff Goldblum, I don't know about you, but he seems like one of the coolest people to be friends with.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I'm excited for the show.
I am too. Did you see his reaction to Spider-Man?
No.
He goes, "What? He's out of the MCU?" I think he was totally around,
like Jeff Goldblum. Like I think this show's gonna be awesome. It's going on Netflix, right?
D20. No, this is Disney Plus.
Oh,
this is a Disney Plus show. This is not Netflix.
Oh,
this is a Disney Plus show.
Netflix.
Would that make you sign up just for that?
I have Mandalorian.
Which we're gonna
this movie or this show and so many. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have, and I also have Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really give a shit about ESPN, but like, fuck, like I like Hulu and like what Hulu has to offer, but I would say Netflix does have the best stand-up shows. There's no other streaming service has anything close to what Netflix has when it comes to stand-ups.
Which that's what the thing is. I want Disney though to not just make these. Hey, come to our streaming service because we have Star Wars.
Give value.
Me something like a Stranger Things that's completely different.
But like Jeff Goldblum is like one of the first
that's
shows.
One of the different things. So that's a little bit different. I'm so excited about it though. I love Jeff Goldblum. If I can get 30 minutes to an hour with him for each episode, fucking count me in.
Yeah, and
I think that's gonna be the most underrated show on the platform.
I think it will. I don't.
So did you also hear how they're releasing the shows? It's not binge. It's week to week.
Oh, that's good.
Which smart because
if
you think about
engaged.
It keeps you more engaged. It keeps you hooked. You can't just cancel your account. And the third thing it does is it keeps in conversation. If you binged The Mandalorian, if they released all 10 episodes of The Mandalorian first day, people would binge it, talk about it for a week, done.
Because
You're
things
doing it week to week.
It's smart because it keeps everybody constantly engaged.
I get why Netflix isn't going to that because people would be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
If they release Stranger Things week to week, you have to do it binging now.
Put yourself in that.
But that's what Netflix
algorithm.
is known for.
Yeah.
They're known for binging, which is fine.
Yeah, it's completely fine. Some people just want to binge. Some people don't have that time. But it's smart on what they're doing.
But week to week, you know what that helps me? That helps me not to take the day off. I can sit down early in the morning, a cup of coffee, watch The Mandalorian, film my review,
you have to go
work.
at everybody else's pace.
And that's the thing. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, it's smart.
I don't have to. Also, can I just say something?
Go ahead.
That app, that streaming service, better have the best technical
algorithm.
Support.
Yeah,
best because that thing's gonna go down first.
Oh yeah, that thing's gonna shut.
Here's the thing:
Hulu's gonna be down, ESPN's gonna be down, everything's gonna be down.
To get that code, I had to wait like hours to get in because it was just not loading.
Holy shit!
And that was to sign up for something that not everyone knew of.
Disney's like shitting the bed with just that. Do you know why I also
did it though? Well, so I didn't have to sign up that first day.
Exactly.
That's why, because I wanted to just get it out of the way. I have my account. I have my passwords. I'm done. So.
Question to you.
Yes.
Me and you both like Apple.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get Apple's Plus?
The streaming service?
Yeah, the Apple TV
Plus. I
Plus?
need to see what they're putting out.
Right.
And that's my biggest thing. I watched the first trailer for that Steve Carell show. Looks awesome.
It looks really good,
And
but I'm not
the
sold.
talent they have all on it, but that's the thing. It's not selling me because
It's not selling
and
me. It looks so good. Like
no one
everything
knows
shows.
what their price point is right now.
No one knows nothing, and that's why
I'm
I'm
telling
like,
you right now, if it's more than $10, I'm not getting it. If it's $10, I'm not getting it. If it has to be 5 or 6, it has to be like
it has to be a competitive price. But what they'll probably end up doing, because they're Apple,
Apple Music. You think hooked in?
yeah, they're gonna do it for like $10.99, get both, and then like
Which will suck because then I have Spotify right now, which pays for my Hulu too and my Showtime. So
yeah,
I don't.
and I also get a student discount. There's so many
Yeah.
good things with it, but at the same time,
But Apple Music's also apparently going to Android soon.
yeah, but like also Apple as a company, because I like Apple. I'm a kind of an Apple guy. I
do
just
too.
like shit just works. I like it.
It's simplified.
It's super simplified. It just works for me. Am I Apple fanboy? Yeah, a little bit. Whatever. So what? I do not like Apple Music. I love Spotify, and apparently
I agree. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the look.
but-
Spotify's so much more simplified.
It is, but the cool thing about Apple as a company is that they're realizing that they're kind of shitting the bed. So this new update with iOS 13, when all of our phones will update, it's going to allow for Siri to now play shit off of Spotify. They're opening up
Thank you.
more shit, so you'll
Hey, Sony, hear that? Cross-platform.
So they're opening up a little bit
Mm-hmm.
to allow stuff like that. I don't know if they'll necessarily do shit like that, like a bundle. I highly doubt it. But hopefully they just do it smart, because right now, Disney's going to be kicking ass.
Oh, 100%. Which, do you know what else they're going to be kicking ass with? The movies they announced.
Yeah.
So Disney Plus is also going to have movies first day. Lady and the Tramp live action. Saw the trailer. Looks really cute.
I'm not
I don't
sold
care
on
about it.
I'm not
It
sold
looks
on.
really cute. You know what I will say? Do you know that one of the dogs, the Tramp,
Yeah.
was adopted from Arizona?
Hey,
so I'm gonna
represent.
support it for that. Second thing, Noelle, the Christmas movie. Did you see the trailer for that?
Mm-mm.
Horrible. It's about Santa Claus's niece having to save Christmas.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not watching it. Well, I probably will for a review.
Maybe.
No, I probably will if I finish it.
Fair enough.
There are 3 movies this year that I have not finished that I just
See, like, don't worry about the movies, guys.
So
Just get
But
good
then-
shows out. Get good shows out.
and people are probably talking about Zach. Bring up Star. We'll get to Star Wars in a second.
Okay.
So
No.
going through the other movies, they debuted the Jungle Cruise trailer with Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt at the.
Oh, you
the
have
thing.
Dwayne
I haven't no one's
Johnson.
seen it.
Jesus.
Everyone's saying it looks like Indiana Jones.
I bet
mixed
it
with Pirates
does.
of the Caribbean. Sold.
What? If people are saying that, I'm sold.
And you know what? They said they played off because
What?
based off the ride. So
Yeah.
he's on the thing. He's like, and the backside of the waterfall, which is the main joke they always make every time at the ride. I'm like, I'm sold because I love that ride.
Yeah, that
It's
right.
gonna be fun, especially with Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson. So that's cool. They announced, they showed 2 new Pixar films. Onward, which have you seen the trailer for with the
No.
elves and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Which is also another
Which-
thing I forgot about. Disney
You haven't seen the
owns.
trailer for? You haven't seen the trailer for Onward?
No.
So can I say something about
Go
this?
ahead.
I was not sold by that first trailer. It looks cool. It's a suburban fantasy film with
Okay.
Tom Holland and Chris Pratt playing the main characters. It's about elves who it's just a world full of magic, but in our like modern day
Okay.
society. I read what the story is now about because they showed 8 minutes of it at D23. Completely sold. I'm gonna fucking cry throughout the whole movie
Really?
because I thought, oh, this is gonna be a fun adventure. It kind of reminds me of Bug's Life. Dude, it has up stuff to it.
Mhm.
It's about these kids whose father died before one of them was born, and the mom on the anniversary of his death brings out a gemstone that can bring him back to life for one day.
What?
And
Oh,
as
I'm
they're
gonna
bringing
cry.
him back to life, it breaks and only brings the bottom part of his torso, so it's just his legs. So they have to weekend at Bernie's it, dress him up, and take him on the bottom of his legs on an adventure to go find the gemstone. I'm already crying thinking
That's
about that.
gonna be such a good show.
Mhm.
Holy
It's
shit!
a movie.
Oh, it's a movie.
It's Pixar's new movie next year. They have 2 new
Oh.
movies coming out next year. That one and then Soul, which Soul's about the soul in us, and it's a jazz movie with Jamie Foxx playing the main person, and Trent Reznor is doing the score. Tyler just came his pants.
Trent Reznor's gonna do the score.
Yep.
Of it. Holy shit!
And it's made by the guy who did Inside Out and Up.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who Trent Reznor is,
He's
the
a
main
great
guy for Nine Inch Nails, but he also
he's a
has
fan.
won so many awards for scores.
He's such a good composer.
He did the score for Social
Mid-90s
Network.
and mid-90s.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So good.
Yeah,
So-
he's just great with sound.
So I'm
That's
so
insane.
excited about those Pixar movies. I don't know which one I'm more excited for now.
Yeah.
The Onward, I know I'm gonna cry. Like that just sounds
yeah.
emotional. And at first, dude, you should really watch the trailer. Because
Yeah, I'm going
It's
to.
nothing like that. Like I watched it, I'm like, this looks like a fun adventure. Hearing that, I'm like, that's one of my most anticipated for the year next year. Holy
Wow.
shit! And it comes out in March, so cool on that. They also, what else did they show? They showed Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, which we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
They showed Black Widow footage there. I've already seen it. Looks really cool. They showed Eternals. They announced that Kit Harington, Jon Snow, will be one of the main character. Him and Gemma Chan will be playing the two main characters for the Eternals, which is funny because Richard Madden, who played Robb Stark, is also in the movie. So the cool thing that gets me about this is because a lot of people are like, Kit Harington, I want to play Wolverine. I'm so excited that he's playing this character. He's playing a character called the Black Knight, and he's the only
perfect.
human character in Eternals. But the cool thing is that him and then the character Gemma Chan is playing, who's also Eternals, they have a forbidden love. But the cool thing that gets me hyped about this is they were both Avengers in the comics. And they said that they have major plans for Kit Harington's character. So I have a feeling he's going to eventually become the leader of the Avengers.
He might be.
Black Knight. Holy
badass.
shit. Did you have a movie with Selma Hayek, Kit Harington, Richard Madden, Angelina Jolie, Barry Coogan, Brian Tyree Henry, Gemma Chan? That's my most anticipated Marvel film of next year, and I've seen
badass.
zero footage, and it's all space.
It's gonna be
Awesome.
badass.
They didn't announce anything new. They announced Black Panther 2 is coming out 2022 May. Yeah, 2022. I had to think about that for a second.
3 years out.
They didn't announce anything else for it though. I'm shocked they didn't announce anything else. Oh yeah, also since Tom Holland is on Onward, he came out and people were screaming "Save Spidey," and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's been a hectic week this week," because literally the day before this, the news broke out about Spider-Man. And then as he was eating, he's like, "I don't know what the future of me has, but I love you guys 3000." Fucking heart throbbing. But he did say that he's not in the MCU anymore. They did say Spider-Man. He doesn't know where it's going, but he's just excited to play the character still. Obviously, that's some PR shit, but let's talk about Star Wars. Okay, so Obi-Wan did get announced officially.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Did you see the footage of how it got announced?
Yeah.
So I love how he came out because for years everyone's been asking him, "Are you coming back as Obi-Wan? Are you coming back?" And I love how he comes out on stage and he's like to Kathleen Kennedy, the president. He goes, "Can you ask me if I'm going to play Obi-Wan? Ewan McGregor, are you going to be playing Obi-Wan?" Yes. Takes place 8 years after Revenge of the Sith. It's going to be 8 to 10 episodes, and every script is already written. They're ready to shoot. I'm so excited for this. And I know you're not that excited about it. The reason I am...
It's Obi-Wan, but I am curious to see the imagination that they have between
Also,
that gap.
I know... You do know what I think the main villain will be? It's not Darth Maul. It's going to be Darth Vader. We are going to see Darth Vader. And he's going to be one of the main characters. I have to believe he will. It won't be Darth Maul because Darth Maul technically did not know about him.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited to see what they're going to do with this character.
Yeah. I don't know. I am curious to see what the time was like during like that gap of 6 and 7.
I am too.
I mean, not 6 and 7. 3 and 4. I just hope that it's good. Simple as that. Obi-Wan is a character that I don't really care to learn about more because it seems like he's a pretty fleshed out character, but I'm just gonna say that.
I'm very excited about that. Then they announced Cassian, the Rogue One prequel with K2SO and Cassian Endor. That'll be cool.
I'll see how that is.
Whatever.
I didn't care for Rogue One.
I thought it was fine. Actually, I've enjoyed it more the more rewatches I've had in it. But
I've seen it one time.
it's alright. The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So sold on this show.
It looks like
It's literally samurais mixed with the Western tone. And it takes place after Return of the Jedi. Perfect time, place. Pedro Pascal, who played Oberyn, one of the most underrated characters in Game of Thrones.
Easy.
Do you think his mask comes off in the show or no? I don't think it does.
I
don't think we see his face.
I hope he does because we know what he looks like. It'll give him more character.
It'll give him more character. I just don't think they're going to do it. Also, Gus is playing the villain of it.
Yeah.
Come on. Carl Weathers is in it. Gina Carano's in it.
Did you just like yeah, this whole movie looks badass.
Show.
I mean, show. God, I keep on saying movie.
And it's already been renewed for season 2.
I'm good. I just hope that this season is like holy
shit. So I asked you
shit.
this: you can only see one, Mandalorian or Rise of Skywalker.
Mandalorian? Are you
Really?
joking?
I'm kind of in the middle.
I don't really
finish the
care.
saga.
Sure, I understand that, but like the past 2, I've just like I'm so.
But see,
hurt.
I'm different. I love Force
I know.
Awakens.
I'm
so.
hurt, and I'm just because everybody's saying like if you love the original trilogy, you'll love these. I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with that prediction.
Here's the thing. What do I think is gonna be better? Mandalorian.
I don't know. That trailer looked pretty awesome.
Yep, which we'll talk about in a second. I love the Mandalorian. That last shot of when he shoots the door and it just collapses on him.
Well, the shot where I can't remember what that droid is, but the assassin droid, the bounty hunter droid, he like is just doing
IG-88.
Yeah.
Do you know who plays him?
No.
Taika Waititi is gonna be playing him. He was Korg in Thor.
Oh,
and he directed
shit,
Thor, and he's directing the new Thor film too. I'm all for it.
Like, I just hope this is like like exactly what you said, like a badass samurai gunslinger movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hope
it has to be.
It just from the trailer, I'm like, holy shit, this looks badass.
I know. Hopefully, it keeps that. And the score, that opening shot with the stormtroopers' masks.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool. And it's gonna be cool because the Empire isn't a thing right now. They're all dispersing, so it's gonna be cool to see how that works. And even playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I just got back into. I'd never played the story, so I decided to play a little bit of it yesterday. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool seeing that like you're playing as the Empire that like lost, and you're just trying to like escape. It's different. Also, I keep shooting stormtroopers that are on my side because I forget. I'm not a rebel. Literally, I came into a zone. I'm like, oh fuck! Boom, 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 boom. I'm like,
shit! I killed my whole team.
Damn. But let's talk about that trailer for D23, the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Really cool teaser. How it went through all the saga films.
Yeah.
At the end, Rey, double lightsaber,
and it's red.
So, 5 things for what I think this could be. Number 1, is she evil? Did she turn evil?
Possibly.
2, it's a vision. 3, it's a clone of her. 4, I forgot. And 5, I forgot. Those first 3, though, I think are pretty much the only ways of this happening.
I don't want it to be the typical spinoff.
Can I say the other thing that my friend said? I forgot the other theory my friend said. The 4th thing is that she goes into a relic, like a place with a bunch of relics, and she finds a lightsaber that's double-bladed. And she has to use it to protect herself. That'd be cool. Yeah. I do think that she is going to have a double-bladed lightsaber, though. I think it makes sense for her character. Every Jedi makes their own lightsabers.
Yeah.
And I think when we see her and Kylo fighting, guarantee she has a double lightsaber there.
Yeah.
Guarantee it's a double, but it's going to be blue. I'm going with the clone theory. The reason I say the clone theory is because the original script for Force Awakens, which is pretty much the same exact movie that we got, except one thing's changed, which is the intro. The difference in the intro is you see Luke's arm floating around. I believe that she is a cloned aspect. Well, technically not a clone, but in general, something put together of Palpatine, Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, and Luke. I think that's all. I think she has all of that in her.
Jesus.
At least a couple of them, especially Palpatine. I guarantee she has Palpatine in her.
Damn.
And I think that explains why she's so strong. I think they would set up, and you know what it'd also go back to? It would go back to the whole trilogy, or the whole saga in general, especially that first one, or the prequels.
Yeah.
Go back to that cloning facility. And I think it would be really cool if they brought that back in. And here's my thing. It's not her that we saw, it's her clone. Do you know Daisy Ridley has a twin? Did you know that in real life?
No,
I didn't till a couple days ago. I think that goes more to the theory that they've been planning that they've been planning to make her a clone.
Oh, shit.
And that she's going to have to fight herself. And that's the 5th theory. Just like Luke fought an evil version of himself in a vision, she'll fight the same thing. But it kind of goes back to the vision thing.
Oh, gotcha.
So, she's not going evil. I think it's...
I hope not. I hope it's not.
Now,
because that's
if she does go evil,
a huge rumor.
That better be in the beginning of the film. That better be...
Yeah.
First hour. It's also rumored that this is the longest Star Wars film. That's probably going to be almost 3 hours long.
I just hope it's. I just hope it
It
keeps
has to
me
be good.
It can't
It has
be.
to be
Like,
good.
it can't. I better not have midway some animal rights like thing going on.
If you
Like,
take that out of
God
Last
damn
Jedi,
it.
if you take that out of Last Jedi, it would have been a better movie.
I agree.
So the other thing is, so what do you think out of these? I'm going with it's a clone and she has to fight it, and that Kylo I think does redeem himself.
I like the clone theory.
I do too. Probably not gonna be it. It's probably just gonna be a vision,
Yeah.
and she's just gonna fight it. I do.
do like the
do you
clone
want her to
theory,
have a
though.
double lightsaber though? Blue or red doesn't matter. I want her. To have a double.
I would just like to see something different.
Yep, and that's what I want. That's why I think if it's a clone, that's a cool twist. That it's built up to that.
I need
and
to see
imagine
something
if
new.
Palpatine this whole time has been training that a version of her like that.
Oh, what if it's the clone versus Rey and Kylo?
Kylo, that would be fucking cool.
And you have like
Because you know what I
and
think?
you have like a Mustafar scene with
Mhm.
3.
That would be cool. Because
That'd
it's
be
rumored. Do you know what
badass.
score is coming back? That scene from
Yeah.
Mustafar. So they're using that score in there
That's one of
somehow.
the best scores in the whole.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's not obviously not the most recognizable
Mhm.
and the most iconic, but it's probably the
So
best score.
I think this is how I think the movie's gonna go. Kylo's gonna be an antagonist. Blah blah blah. They're gonna fight, and I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna find out that something about Palpatine is alive, and it's a race between Rey and Kylo to get there to maybe find an artifact or something that
Yeah.
can help benefit the other side, like a
Yeah.
holocron. They're gonna get. I think Rey gets there first and meets Palpatine, and Palpatine. To be honest, I think he's gonna put his soul into that clone's body.
I don't know.
Because could you imagine Palpatine in a younger body fighting
Yeah.
lights, like lightning and a double lightsaber?
I don't know. Like
But I do think Kylo. I think Kylo's gonna want to be. I think he's gonna want Palpatine on his side. It's not gonna happen.
yeah, he's not gonna. He's gonna realize that this is way more evil than I thought.
And then they're gonna redeem him, which I won't mind if they redeem him. I think they've set it up enough to redeem him at this point. To try to.
Yeah.
If you can redeem Jason Statham for killing off Han in Fast and Furious, you can redeem.
No kidding.
Justice
Seriously.
for Han, man.
Like Han was fucking awesome and
I know.
fast.
But I'm going with the clone theory.
That'd be cool.
It has to be it. I mean, if it's not, I'll be a little bit disappointed. So we have 2 more topics before we get to the main one.
Jeez.
We're just gonna kind of go through these because we've really taken up a lot of time. Let's talk with Ninja signs with Adidas. Pretty big thing.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's the first gamer to ever sign with a big company like that. Like, there's no one like on, like it's cool because it's starting to recognize and like say gamers are like somewhat of an athlete. Do
Yeah.
I really agree with that all the way? No, not really. I can agree with it to a certain extent.
I think it's cool
but
that he
it
signed,
is
though.
cool. I
Mhm.
think it's really cool because it is creating a new, if you want to call it a career path. Like it's making people.
It's making like
It's giving people an opportunity to.
not everyone's
Do you s-
athletics, but
Yeah.
they might love video games.
Yeah,
and might be
and
super good at it.
Exactly, and that's awesome because people now have that opportunity to
Yeah.
say video games don't waste your life.
Yeah.
Because I love video games too, and I think it is neat that.
Shit,
it's
if they
going
had this
up.
when I was younger, fuck this. That's what I
Yeah,
was training for.
yeah. Maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm just a little salty than it come
Yeah.
when I was
Which,
super into video
let's
games.
talk about the PS5's render.
Yeah.
So, would you like the look of it?
I personally do not like it, but it is cool
So, can I
because
say
it
it?
looks like a
I don't think
PlayStation
that's-
and PC together.
I don't. It literally looks like a PC. I will say though, I don't think that's the official look. I think that's just what the, like
Probably
what,
one of the original concept arts.
Well, I think it's also what creators are using right now to make the games. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like to test
yeah.
it and like, okay, this is a PS5.
this is what the
it's gonna be.
hardware
We can
capable
use
of.
this.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what those are. I
Yeah.
do think it's gonna look something like that. I think it's gonna be a little bit smaller, and it's gonna look like a PC.
I just want it to look
Just-
sleek, but just
Because
obviously
I love the PS4 design. I thought the PS4 design was awesome.
I do too. People are giving it hey because it kind of looked like an eraser, but I kind of like it. I do enjoy how it kind of looks.
I've never heard that, but I also
Yeah.
love the Xbox One design. I love
Yeah, dude.
the newest one.
Yeah, the newest
not the
one.
VCR
No, no,
fucking one
no,
at
yeah,
first.
not the VCR, but the new one. Yeah, it looks slimmed down. I just make it look really, really nice.
Mhm.
Like you want to kind of keep it on display, not something where it's like, what the hell is all these vents and blah 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 and all these angles. Make it look nice,
Mhm.
something that I would want to put out. but definitely like give me some fucking vents because that thing's
And
gonna be stupid hot.
Please don't just make it backwards compatibility with 4. Please be 3, 2, and 1. If you do that, like the Xbox is doing it right now, and maybe not 1. I can understand 1 because that's pretty old.
Yeah,
At least 2 and 3.
I agree.
At least 3, if anything. 3 has most of the 2 games.
Well, 2 or 3.
I want to sell my PS3. I'm
Yeah.
tired of playing it. Give me it so I can just throw in Resistance when I want to and play
No
it.
kidding.
Bring back Mag as well and Warhawk. Those games were the shit.
So many games.
Do you remember
on PS3.
Warhawk? That third person online shoot? That was really cool. I'm excited for that though.
I am
Next year,
too.
I think next year both of them come out.
It is. I thought PlayStation would have come out this year or something, but it looks like
I thought
they're all-
Xbox. I thought Xbox was gonna hit this year.
It's
So
all next
that's
year.
my thing though. I think Last of Us closes out this year, or closes out the PS4 cycle. Last of Us 2 will close out the
It
PS4
could.
cycle.
It could. Very, very.
Because
good.
I think it's going to come out in February. Be a perfect time to end it. E3's right around the corner. Sony announces we're coming out this year with PS5. So
yeah, dude, are you excited for Joker?
that's our next main topic.
I know.
Great segue. So let me say this. I've loved each trailer for it. I loved everything about it. I've said this multiple times. Phoenix is the best working actor today.
To say that he hasn't been in bad movies, but him as a performer,
Every movie, even if it's bad, he's excellent.
He is really good actor.
So, Joker gets announced. Todd Phillips is directing it. I'm a big fan. I don't know him personally. I've heard some things about him. I loved War Dogs.
Yeah.
Loved War Dogs. A Hangover trilogy. I like the whole thing. I think all of them are funny.
all of them are funny, but definitely they have some weak ones. But they're
Yeah.
good all around.
For him to take on Joker, which is obviously a mix between King of Comedy and Taxi Driver, which is Scorsese's, you can definitely feel that. Very prevalent. I was nervous. The trailers look all great. I've been burned before.
Yeah.
Premiered at Venice Film Festival to raving reviews.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Now, sometimes there's festival buzz. Sometimes festivals give it... It got an 8-minute standing ovation. All right? So did some other films that aren't the best. And sometimes at festivals, when you go there, a little bit jazzed up, so you're going to like anything.
Yeah, you already.
They also showed the film to other critics that were not there. Still, 10 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s.
Yeah.
The worst review I saw was a C-. And do you know what the one thing they still said about it was great? Joaquin Phoenix. They said the script is not the best, but Joaquin Phoenix's performance is so flipping good that it's elevated. As
I'm
an
not
85%
surprised.
right now on Rotten Tomatoes. But overall, IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. It's their first one in like 3 years for a movie.
Yeah, I think what's gonna happen
I think
is gonna.
general audience goers will not like this movie.
I don't think so. I think there's gonna be a lot in the movie
For you
that
and me,
people.
I think you and me are fucking love
Yeah,
this movie.
it's for the people that are going to think and pick up on everything, the underlying message.
And that's the thing, because people are going...
Because already people saying like the
General-
C-, like the problem that they had with was the script.
It was the
Probably
script.
because of that reason.
Well, and how... The guy who reviewed it, I love him.
Yeah.
He's a really good critic. I just don't think the film worked for him. You know what? Reading every review, the things that didn't work for him, everyone else loved.
Yeah.
So, it's going to hit everyone differently. What I've heard is that it gut punched, brutal, dark, despairing. Did you see the new trailer?
Yeah.
The final, where he's like this?
Yeah.
Guarantee he kills the whole audience. I think he's going to kill everyone. I think there are some terrorist acts in here that are gonna be really fucked up. And I think that's where it's getting filmed.
I
because
think it's
there are a
gonna
lot of...
that's gonna take a huge backlash if it's like that. But at the
Well,
same time,
it's tough to watch. But
It's tough to watch.
they're saying stuff very prevalently. And that's what I'm curious. I don't know how this film's gonna go. I don't know anything. I actually have the script. I could read the fucking script right now if I wanted to. I don't want to though. I want to see the movie and then read the script.
yeah,
I'm so excited for this movie now. I was skeptical.
I think it's gonna. Get
I'm
a
less
lot of
skeptical now. I think it will too.
It's gonna get a lot of backlash, but I am excited for the movie.
But
I think I'm gonna
I
thoroughly
am
enjoy it.
so excited for Phoenix though. That's the only thing I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Now this is my thing. With this buzz, does it get nominated for an Oscar? For me, best actor for sure.
I think yes, he'll. I think
acting, makeup, cinematography, that's it. No picture. I think Endgame actually gets the best picture nomination. Just because it's more of a
it depends.
look what we did.
Yeah.
23 movies and we got to this point.
Yeah.
And I think Downey, and I also think Downey gets the nomination too.
I think it's cool that it took him this long. Like this is like the progression of like
and that's what's gonna be cool.
Putting out. Like it's cool that they definitely deserve for that, but I don't know if Joker will be nominated. It depends on how much controversy this movie gets, because it could come out and people say it is a terrorist movie, and because a lot of that kind of shit's going on right now, but people don't understand like this is reality. Like you can't just shy away from like the negative things of life. If it's like that, then people need to accept it and like actually think for once. Like this is how our kind of like our society is. But that's like my thing. I will definitely enjoy it for sure.
I think it changes what comic book movies are. I think my dad will go see Joker when it comes out on Blu-ray when I buy it.
Yeah,
and he's gonna fucking love it.
I agree too.
Because he doesn't like comic book movies, but I think he's gonna love this one.
But the thing, from what you've told me, it seems like more or less than a comic book movie and more of like kind of the workings of how society is going towards.
I think that's the thing, but I think that a lot of people are saying this will change comic book movies. This will change how people view them, and this will change now how.
All I'm saying is DC better take this cue.
Guess how much money this movie is projected to make opening weekend? $100 million for a movie that cost maybe $15 million to make.
Oh wow!
This is a very small movie, and I'm excited about that. Again, I think general audience goers are gonna fucking hate this movie.
I think they're gonna be scared.
But I also think they're going in for a comic book movie. This is gonna be a drama. This is gonna be a hard fucking drama about a man changing. It's pretty much Breaking Bad in 2 minutes, in 2 hours.
It sounds like it's going to be. You're going to be sitting there watching someone go down the spiral. Mm-hmm. This horrible mental spiral that is.
And I love that underlying message. I love that new trailer when he tells his therapist, "Do you ever listen to me?"
Yeah.
At all. His mannerisms.
But do you like that's like the thing where I think people aren't gonna like it. That is how our.
Do you know what I want to do Halloween this year? I want to dress as his Joker.
Actually, we are gonna talk about all these messages to Joker because I think there's gonna be
I think we'll do a full spoiler review.
Oh yeah.
So
we're definitely gonna be.
You know what we could do? We could go Thursday night when it comes out. And I'll probably have seen it a second time by then. Hopefully, unless it's on Monday or Wednesday. And then what we can do is film a spoiler review, like that night. And then I can post it Friday morning.
Sounds good to me.
So, but this is the thing. What other comic book characters should get the R-rated treatment? For me...
Blade's definitely one.
Well, I meant in Joker form. Like drama.
Oh.
So, these are my 5. I want a Batman. I want a fucking Batman.
Absolutely.
And I think these are the 2 actors you do. These are my 2 takes for it. You do... Because this is like an Elseworld type thing.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton comes back as Batman to train at Terry McGillen's Batman Beyond. R-rated. John Hamm as Batman. Just as a hard R take on Batman. Oh, we're getting a call. Oops. We're getting a call.
Oops.
That would be cool. Hey, I guess that's how we could take calls.
Right?
Maybe. The third one, Poison Ivy. I think that would be such a cool thing to see this deranged girl and just how she's getting mutated and stuff. Oh, there goes again.
It's gone.
The next one I have is Red Hood. I think you have to do a Red Hood one. And my last one is a Marvel character. And I would love to see a... Who do you think I'm going to say?
I don't know.
I want a Spider-Man. I want a Spider-Man.
A Spider-Man?
A Spider-Man hard R like this. Like an older, grizzled Spider-Man. That's what I think. Bane would be a cool one too. But who else do you think? Something like the Joker. Superman would be a cool one. The Russian Superman story that they have, that would be really cool.
Deathstroke would be cool.
Deathstroke would be fucking awesome.
Deadshot.
Deadshot would be cool. Scarecrow.
You could do Scarecrow. Scarecrow would be awesome. Riddler.
Dude, the Riddler would actually be really. Imagine DiCaprio as Riddler.
Like honestly, any villain from Batman, like literally, like you name it.
Honestly,
it
you
would
know
be
who else I was saying? Reverse Flash from Flash.
that too.
Because having his perspective and given this is a more realistic take on the Joker, he doesn't have
Yeah.
powers and stuff, but I think you could go down this road, and I'm so excited
Yeah,
for it.
he's just more grounded. Like
I really
Two
hope
Face is one. Another one.
Two-Face would be fucking great.
Two Face. You could do Catwoman as like an anti-hero.
And we
Like
want to
the-
hear from you
like
guys
the list
also
goes
in the
on. Like,
comments.
you could do a lot.
What comic book characters should get the R-rated treatment? Who do you guys want to
Red
have?
Hood would be cool.
Red Hood would be fucking great. I think that's actually the one that would probably be best. But of course, it would have to be background to that
Mhm.
because you have to kind of know his background of why he's like that.
Yeah, and who he is. I
There's
mean,
a
but you
lot.
could set it up.
Dude, you could do Harley Quinn. You could do a Harley
No,
Quinn rated
they're
R.
doing Birds of Prey.
They are, but I meant this.
Oh,
a
like this.
different
Gotcha.
iteration because there's technically still Jared Leto's Joker.
Gotcha.
So I mean, Joker is pretty much what I wanted Venom to be.
Yeah.
To be honest, even though Venom wasn't that way.
This is gonna. I think this is going to be DC's version of Logan.
Maybe.
I get like the same kind of like. I think this is the niche that they.
Do you think there are alludes to Batman? I know Bruce Wayne's dad is in it, but do you think we see them die, the parents? I think yes.
Yeah.
I think
some-
he kills them.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool. Like,
You know, it'd be a cool setup. I mean, this isn't gonna be it. What if Pattinson, like this is their new universe they're building? Pattinson is that young Batman.
I mean, they could completely. I mean that.
Could you imagine
could be
Robert Pattinson and Phoenix Batman versus Joker? type
Yeah,
movie?
but like that could definitely like you going in not expecting that be like, holy shit, they're setting this up. Holy shit, they're setting this up. Like,
Yeah.
it could be a very just like. If you
Just
notice
like
it, you
that.
notice it.
I'm all for it. But just as we do every podcast, that is it. We want to hear your guys' thoughts again. But before we get going, we're going to do some viewer questions, you know? And of course, please, if you send in stuff
Oh God.
that's not about movies, we will answer them. We will answer them.
I mean, you get a lot of people just answering our
Yes,
questions.
like,
about
I
movies.
know I'm a movie guy, but I want to talk other shit too. Colin. I love you, Colin.
Colin.
What does love
you.
look like to you? That's what he asks.
Dang. See, Colin coming in with the good ass
I
questions,
know.
man.
So there's actually some good ones.
Yo, you're gonna go far, my man. You're gonna go far in life coming up
So,
with these questions.
What does love look like to me? Love looks like to me just caring and showing that care.
Yeah,
It's thoughtfulness. I think love goes with thoughtfulness.
love is being courteous, genuine, like anything that. Because I don't like love. Like, it's not a very serious word, but depending on the context, it can be. I can say I love you and just mean that, like, I just get, like, an euphoric feeling when I'm around you or, like, interacting with you.
You like
In
to
the
be
sense-
around them.
Yeah, you just get this, like, it's literally almost kind of like a high. Like, you just feel super good. That's, like, what love, to me, feels like. But what it looks like, it's those feelings except visual. Like, you see, like, someone taking the time to hold open the door for a family.
That's a
That's
good
like
one.
that's like being genuine and being like a loving, caring person. Saying please and thank you to everybody. Just being nice and just being the best person you can be. I think that's what love is. Because we should all learn to love each other.
You're making me emotional right now.
That's what I try
don't
to do.
like it.
That's what I try to do.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's love, baby.
Next one. Favorite Disney princess. This is from Daniela Deharo.
Oh.
For me, Jasmine or Tiana. I love both of them, but Belle's probably right up there too.
I love Belle.
Yeah.
But it's also one of my favorite.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. I really like Mulan.
Oh, she's so fucking cool. That movie's gonna be
I
really
actually probably Mulan.
cool. Mulan number
Yeah,
one. So
man.
probably what like
She's a
Mulan
badass, man.
She is a fucking badass.
She's a princess ninja, samurai warrior. She's a badass, man. She got
Yeah,
Mushu too.
I
Hell
dig
yeah.
it. All right. Ronald Smith asks, "Do you think it's good for children to swear in films?" I don't think it's good,
I don't think it's
but I
good.
mean, here's my thing: is if you're a child actor, you know you're playing the role.
yeah.
Like, I don't believe, like, if you, like, the Hit Girl, if you listen to interviews of her when she was younger, she literally said, "Yeah, I'm not stupid." Like someone was like, "So does this make you cuss now at home?" No. I just go home. Like
yeah, it's like I wouldn't say it's good for kids to cuss, but if they're playing, like in this, because were you the one that told me that the good boys don't really cuss in the movie?
they don't cuss that much.
Yeah, so
they
like
do, but they don't cuss that much.
yeah, so like if that's like a kind of like a question you're kind of wondering about, like, do I think it's good for them? No, but if it's in the script and they know that like this is their character because they're kid actors, yes, I do think it's important.
Yeah, like if I had a kid and my kid was acting, go cuss.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll talk about it. Like obviously, like we'll discuss. Like you do know not to do this at home, right?
Yeah, like this is like you just doing your job in a way. That's why I look at it.
Next one. This is a little bit weird. Bang, marry, kill. The Dark Crystal puppets, dinosaurs, or the Muppets?
Kill the dinosaurs because those motherfuckers are already extinct. Fuck the Muppet from Dark Crystal, which is the...
What?
The show is fucking insane.
Did you start watching it?
Holy shit.
Isn't it cool?
Holy shit. Anybody that has not watched it, go fucking watch it.
What episode are you on?
The 3rd episode.
Isn't it so much?
It's fucking dark.
It's great, isn't it?
But it's so good.
Yeah.
When like they're training her, what is it called? When they're first doing the experiment with the Dark Crystal.
Oh yeah, in the first episode.
Yes. I was like, what's going? I'm like, oh my god, it's driving her life force.
I
Holy
told you,
shit.
isn't it insane?
And then she's just like, I was like, oh. I was like, what? Me and my brother were just sitting there like, what the fuck are we watching?
It's so dark.
But it's good. Like, it's not like dark in the sense like it's really fucked up.
I'm so happy I got to see that early, dude.
But like, you just don't expect it, and you're like, something about it. You're just like, this is insane that it's all Muppets. It's everything is real. There's no CGI.
I mean,
besides like a little bit, but like everything that you see,
it's
majority is real.
I want to know the budget on that show.
It is the most beautiful. Like I have nothing but like
Joker,
great things about it.
He was like, my review for Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. How much did this fucking cost to make?
Yes.
The most expensive thing you've ever seen on screen.
But it's so...
It's insane. At times, it's a little too much being thrown at you.
Yeah.
But I love it.
It is good.
So good.
Highly recommend it. Go watch it.
So I would marry the Muppets because they're probably more rich. Kill the dinosaurs and fuck the Gelflings.
Yes, I mean...
Not the Skeksis, though.
No, oh my god. The Skeksis are freaking... Oh my god.
Gross, dude.
They're freaking gross. They're just vultures. They're vultures. They're nasty dinosaur vultures.
Next one. Favorite song from a Disney movie. Dude, I would have to say the Lilo and Stitch score is fucking great.
Yeah, I would agree.
Mulan, the... what's it called?
When she's training?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's great one.
Be My Guest. Be our guest. Yeah. Be our guest. Hakuna Matata is another good one.
Anything from Princess and the Frog?
Yeah, 100%. That's like the most underrated soundtrack. A Whole New World.
Honestly, the most underrated princess film.
You Got a Friend in Me.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot. Stifler's Mom. I'm not even joking. Best and worst musical. I don't love musicals too much, but my favorite one's La La Land. So there's that. And Les Mis. Les Mis is fucking great.
I can't remember what the movie was with Hugh Jackman.
Les Mis. Greatest Showman?
Yeah, that was I watched
was that. Zac Efron?
With Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
a good one.
That's the last one I saw, and I'm not a musical fan, but I saw that and I did enjoy that.
Yeah.
Least favorite musical, High School Musical. Continue.
Fuck you. All right, and Taylor Scrant asks, do you have a favorite episode of The Office? Mine is Stress Relief. Love your podcast and your videos. Well, thank you
we
so
love
much.
you. Thank you for that.
So here's the thing. I really, really enjoy for The Office. This is like my guilt. Stress Relief is probably my favorite, but if I'm being honest, the best one for me is the dinner party one. When Michael and Jan invite people over for dinner. That is the most uncomfortable fucking episode I've ever watched, and I laugh my ass off every single time.
I'm going to be honest with you. I cannot name any Office shows or episodes off the top of my head. Mm-hmm. But that... I couldn't really answer that question. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really watch Office anymore. I did when it was airing, and I just never hopped back onto the hype train of it because
good.
I already saw it. But yeah, probably either that one, The Dinner Party, or
It's a classic.
I Want to Go to There.
What?
I Want to Go to There. I can't remember what episode that is and who says it, but
It's so fucking
I can't remember.
It's great. But guys, that is the Good Boys podcast. Thank you guys again so much for watching. You guys are seriously all the best. Of course, we'll be providing episodes weekly. Tried our best on Spotify, iTunes, and on YouTube. YouTube's kind of where I interact the most on there, so feel free to hit us up on there if you're listening to us somewhere else. It really means the world to us. And let us know again, what are some characters you want to get this R-rated treatment like Joker? Are you excited for the D23 shows? What's your favorite one that's coming up? And in general, what should we talk about on the next podcast? And of course, leave some viewer questions, because I do look, and sometimes you guys leave them and sometimes you don't. And please, if you're gonna ask a question, please do not make it rank these movies, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna rank those movies on a podcast, especially when we do these impromptu. Yeah, not on a podcast.
That's for just strictly episodes, I would say.
Yeah. So, but guys, thank you guys again so much for watching this. Enjoy the podcast. Enjoy the Good Boys. I'm Zach.
I'm Tyler. Love your neighbor.
Yeah, love your neighbor.
Love your neighbor.
Love yourself.
Love everybody. Love your
Stay
neighbor.
respectful. And Walmart, you better sell me Gears of War, because I've been thinking about this whole fucking time. See you guys.
Later,
Bye.
guys.